We've got David Lockwood, Remove It Pros Demolition.
Dude, David, how we doing, man?
All right. How are you?
Doing fantastic. How is Florida? How's that your way? Just barely.
See, we're getting brushed by a hurricane right as we speak. I've had the first band go by just about a couple minutes ago. It's exciting.
No, what's exciting is look at your channel like popping off. Love it. Love it.
I had a pretty exciting week. I don't fully understand what's going on, but I'm pretty excited about it. They're bigger numbers than what I'm used to.
No, it's really good. I'm going through this real quick, and give me 1 second. How's business going for you? Like work wise, is it going good?
Yeah, we're steady. We're above where we were last year. We're not. I'm not making any money off of this yet. I kind of feel like I'm building the foundation. I'm ready to start doing that.
You're close on it. I've watched some of your stuff. It's actually getting better. I was actually quite surprised how good you are on kind of your explanation of it was actually surprising. So, and I think it's just with all the experience and wealth of experience that you've had, in the industry. I normally don't do this next, but I got a couple questions for you on this one. Tell me about the scrapyard video, this drama.
We went to the scrapyard and one of the employees felt that they wanted us to move our truck out into the parking lot.
Right.
So, and then what happened is the viewers watched us. We filmed everything we were doing and they saw them cheating us. And the viewers have been very vocal about it. So that's where the drama from the strap, and I've just dragged that drama thing all the way through. We don't even go to that scrapyard anymore because
but was it multiple videos or was it?
Yeah, we have 5 total or 5 or 6. It's pretty interesting.
Let me go back because I don't know if you remember our first consultation that we had. And this literally validates the first consultation that we had.
Okay.
And if you remember right, you were talking about, we're going to do demolition type stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's great. But if you take people through the process of what you do and why you do, you'll find if it's the flip, or, how we talked about even putting a value on something and, it felt people like we're in, storage wars or something like that. They're like, oh, okay, I estimated it to be this price, whatever. This right here is what everyone wants to see. And it's not the drama. The drama is a portion of it, but it was like the other side of the business. And you got a little bit deeper. And then 2, they had your back. And David, when they had your back, I mean, they're the ones that were telling you, oh, you're getting cheated, whatever, going through that whole thing. But it has to do with, we have all this copper wire and it's worth X amount of dollars and prices are going up. And we need to make sure that we're there. Getting some feedback. Where's that coming from? Justin, can you look at that? I do want to go through this one right here, though.
There you go. The lady doesn't like you.
That's sheet copper.
Why does that one lady here that works here, why would she mark? Unbelievable. I'll tell you what, I interact with a lot of people, and they're like, there ain't no such thing as number 3.
It's sheet copper.
So what was going on there, David?
So this lady determined that she was going to bring in copper that's blue. And if you've been doing scrap forever, blue copper doesn't mean anything. It's just number 1 or number 2. Well, they here at this particular scrapyard, they determined that they're going to call things out differently than what they are. And everybody in the videos were or in my comments were saying, hey, there is no such thing as number 3. Number 3 is sheet with like roofing material.
Right. I want to play this part right here because I've never seen a channel at your size go up that high. You see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
You increased it pretty high. I need to know what's going on here.
Remind me to fire Lee later. Kick that out. What? Oh, that guy's so mad. Whatever. I think this is from the grocery store. I think it's what's left.
It's fun as we do these demos and we talk about where the scrap came from the videos, and people recognize it. Like we did the grocery store, we did this, we pulled it out of the floor, stuff like that.
Do you put a dollar amount of what you got out of it based off of that?
Yeah, we do.
So that further validates what I was telling you prior. It literally validates what I was saying prior. Is there's the story from demolition to either flipping, selling it on, marketplace or whatever, to taking it back to recycle center. And it's that one moment. Now, the only difference would be is in the edit, and I don't want to get super technical with this because I don't know if you need this as much, but if you would have just showed like a segment of, this came out of this thing, and you showed where it was being ripped out, and then too, in that video, in the description, you had, this is this job here, this job, you'll start getting this connection point where people will go deeper into your content. Did that make sense?
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
But this is actually really promising. I'm gonna go do one thing here. And I think once you get this down, I think this is going to just start elevating, the whole channel itself. Because I think your shorts are just going to be popping off for sure. I would assume all the title they have drama in it. Is that what it is?
Yes, most of them, yes. Even the one that didn't have drama in it, I put no drama.
View-wise, that's actually pretty decent for the size of your channel. Justin, did you see this? I think he's cracked his code on his audience. I gotta validate what I'm seeing here. I just need to make sure it is what it is. I'm gonna only do 21 videos, but we'll go from there. Yeah. Holy crap. That's really good. Well, guess what? David, guess what? We know your audience really well. They both like that short form content, long form content. It's almost freaking identical on it. Like almost identical. We're talking, I had an assumption and I just validated it when I said holy crap before, because I think that it was the same audience, and it is. So continue your short strategy where it's at, but this same audience wants the longer story too. The longer story always validates it. And what I want you to do is think of it in two ways. No, I don't know what just happened, Justin. Do you know what happened? Justin,
sorry. I was muted and tried to unmute.
But did you guys see his audience on that? That was super crazy. I mean, it was just like, because I just took the shorts and I just did those drama videos, and that's what I was comparing on it. But it's crazy. It was like 0.7 difference or 0.5 difference on it. So David, the longer form videos is what they're looking for. I would assume with the hurricane, you're going to have a lot of work coming up. Is that what normally happens?
I don't think it's hitting here. We're just getting the outer bands of it.
Okay.
We're busy. We're busy. So
okay, but it's more stages of completion. So this is what I need you to start doing. Okay, you're gonna do the demolition type stuff. That might just be one video, right? But how we talked about your journey is to say, hey, it's a couple part process. We do demolitions, like we stack up. If we're pulling copper out, it's going to go and do it. And we've done this, and we've had so much trauma. This is what I would do in the video. We've had so much drama, and we're still looking for the right type of providers that's not trying to rip us off. And you might show a little small segment of that drama of it, and then they know it's coming. So when you do it and you hit it, they're all, hey, when you gonna go do your metal drop, or when are you gonna go get the recycling being done? And they're anticipating that video coming out. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But
our other bucket that people seem to want to watch is our walkthroughs when we walk through these buildings.
Yeah. So the walkthrough assessment the demolition, the what did we find, and then the rest of the story, which is getting the money for it. Absolutely.
The demolition seems to be the least. I thought on the demolition channel, that's what they want to see. What they want to see is me finding stuff that I can resell.
No. Let me kind of explain.
Okay.
Demolition would always be on shorts because you're showing some of that, right?
Yes.
And that's what's happening right now is you're getting that. So don't look at it as like your assessment's correct in the sense that people want to see what you're finding, what you're getting, and the value of it. And then two, that whole transmission, but the demolition is more of a segment, but also shorts because it is resonating with this audience. Like we saw, we saw traffic, especially some of the stuff that's coming into this. Like this one right here is felling 7-story building, gigantic metal supports holding it up, right? But you are getting a little bit, this is trapped when in X, Y, or Z. So you can have the other type of content that's more meant for that connection point where they're interested. But if it's more the process of, that's your longer form videos. So that'd be your walkthroughs, making an assessment, a little bit of demolition on it so they can see that you are pulling stuff out or whatever that may be. And then it's the flip and then the reveal, which would be how much did we make?
So I'm trying to do at least one long form a week. I just started doing the shorts after Vid Summit.
Yep.
Using that Opus One.
Yep.
And I'm actually putting 5. I've got so much content. I'm putting 5 on a day. And
I would keep that momentum going because it's the audience that we want.
And then no notifications. Just put them on with no notifications.
Yeah, just put them on no notifications, and then just be more direct of when you're dropping that main video. But you're at a point right now because that drama video, believe it or not, was what I look for in a channel, and you had 7 of those videos that was related around it. So you have, okay, here's the scenario. You're developing that audience. YouTube knows who the audience is. They're going and finding it and discovering it. Now it's just more saying, okay, how do we get them into that longer form video? And you know what those are. Like you're already starting to see the elevated content. The only difference would be is you haven't had as much volume coming in view wise outside of the couple videos that popped off, right? But by doing these shorter clips, it's the same audience. I just proved it. It's the same audience. So I would say keep the gas pedal down and let's grow that thing.
So they're equally female and male. Is that what you're?
No, not at all. Not at all. It was not equally. It was. Let me show you real quick.
I missed it.
Yeah. I'll show you. So this is the shorts, and then we'll do the viewer gender. Okay, so it's like 92% male, 7% female on that one, and then the age group on it, it hits that same age, and then on the other one, it's 95 instead of 92. So the other one would be your drama is more male, 95% men, 4% female. And it could be 4% females on their wife's account or their mom's account, for it. It could even be higher skewed that way.
What about green? Should I focus more on the green? I mean, more or less, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking stuff that would end up in the landfill and recycling it all.
It's not okay. So why are you doing it?
I'm just asking because I've heard people say that. I don't know that it's true.
Okay.
For demo companies,
I said this about this guy that I knew, but what one person's trash is another person's treasure, and you're telling them what the price of that treasure that they're going to throw out as trash. So yeah, green for the green people, but the people that are watching you, they care about how much money you walk away with.
Okay. All right. I got it.
Money's the indicator on this. I can guarantee you that.
Okay.
But so dude, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. You have the right team together, David. You really do. The videos feel good. And the only difference would be is I think you're even understanding what they're wanting, which is good. And so I need you to not ham it up in the sense that you're not being authentic. But what I want you to do is it's Pawn Stars all over again. It's Storage Wars all over again. It's like everything is there. It's like you're creating. You're creating things like part of it is like things happen in your business that's unforeseen. That's great. That's called great content. And that's what we want to feature. And so it's more the dynamics of just doing what you're doing, which is you're demoing someplace, you're pulling out what they wanted to just hand away and you're making money on it. You're not only making money on doing it, but you're making money on what you're ripping out. And that's what people are interested in. They want to see the business monetization side more than anything else.
What am I doing wrong? Am I doing anything wrong you see on the videos?
I'm gonna go through a couple of videos. I'll make some notes on it. The ones that I watched a couple before Vid Summit. They were actually really good. I was like I said that at the beginning of the call, it was surprisingly good. And I think the dynamic of who your video editor shooter does a good job at capturing. Sometimes you're not talking to the camera, and that's okay in that whole thing because you're in a situation, and the camera is like another person there. But I need you to acknowledge them at times. And so just like, oh, here we go again, or something where you're looking towards the camera saying that. Does that make sense?
Okay, yes.
But you're getting your leg work. You've done enough legwork that you're getting the foundation that you made right now. Now it's just being consistent with those weekly uploads. And then anytime you can do flipping it for cash and you're showing it, make sure you're showing the clips of the videos that are in. Hey, if you didn't see that, we put it all in the description there for those that want to see the journey on that. And you're really, really close. Like when I saw the data, David, I was shocked, and I asked Justin if he saw it because it was just like, dude, you found your audience, like you, and it doesn't matter what type of content you have. You have the content, whether it's short or long form. You literally have your audience. Now we just need to give more what they want. Okay.
So who's my avatar?
Yeah. Well, it's simple. It's a male, and it's like we're talking 95% a male. Okay, and they like to see the hustle. Okay, they like to see you go take trash to become money. That's what they like. They like the business side. They like the business dynamic side. They like the relationship side, right? So like when you have problems, you're bringing up the problems. They like to see the problems and how you're navigating this. Because guess what? They got your back, David. They told you in a video, they got your back, and they don't want you to get ripped off. They want you to see you succeed, right? And that's that whole version of it. Now you do it in a non-toxic way, right? But you've been doing this for a very long time, man. And it's just like you've learned a lot, or you might have stories of when something happens. Hey, I want you to tell that story. This happened to me. I'm not going to let it happen again. So that's what I got to watch out for. That's what they want. That's the type of tips that they're looking for.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Okay. Could you do me another favor?
Sure.
What's your next big recycle video that you have coming up?
I could do it at any time. I'm waiting to get more.
Which one's going to be the biggest dollar amount? What type of?
If I wait long enough, it'll be the biggest one. Okay. The last one was like $30,000.
So that should be in the title.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, is like, look at what we did, and it turned into $30,000. That should be in the title. So when you get ready to do your next one, I am literally volunteering my services, okay, which is I'm going to watch the video and give you feedback on the title thumbnail. Your thumbnails could be better. But if I remember right, you're doing the thumbnails. That's great.
Yeah.
But let's really hone in on that one, because I think you now know who the audience is, and if we can get either the curiosity, and then two, I always want you to be comparing too. So it's like, oh, we did $20,000 this month. Are we to be better this month to this next month? Or we did the last drop here is $20,000. Can we beat our record on this, right? And so
the curiosity would be, don't tell them what I got for this one, but tell them what I got for the last one, and I think that we're going to do better.
And then when do you tell them? Yeah, when do you tell them how much you're going to get? Is at the end of the video. It's like how much you made, because that's that bump. You know, that bump that came up. That's all you did. Okay.
Yes.
And if it's progressive, like we talked about, where it's like, oh, we got $500 for this one and $500 for that one or whatever. And then it shows kind of a list of how much you're making. And then there's still that anticipation of. So, but I don't know, man. I'm really excited for you. I think you got it nailed down. So when you get that video ready, just let me know, and I'll take a look at it. I'll give you your guys some feedback on it, and then we can release it. But yeah, I would definitely put the dollar amount in the title. So
thank you, and thank you for everybody else's through your time. Appreciate it.